Alright, I'm going to explain to you how I cut my dreadlocks. I use rubber bands to mark out where I want to cut or around the area I want to cut. It's important to keep your head straight when you're marking them. I like to use razor blades. Even I cut a few and I get a new razor blade. But they always look funny in the first few days you cut them, or first even couple months, to be honest. But I like to cut from all around at angles, kind of pushing down and pulling the dread. These ones are real thick ones, so it's even more tricky with this to make them look natural. But I like to fray, cut, shape, pull, tear, just so they don't have that like super fresh cut look to them. It kind of looks awkward for some people when they do this. Mine will definitely look strange for a while, but if you're interested in cutting them, I recommend this method to shape them. I've been growing my dreads for about 20 years, and I work in sort of fields that they get in the way quite a bit, and they're really heavy on my neck, so I trim them from time to time. Mine tend to grow super fast, so I need to trim them like, I don't know, at least every 3 years. I've trimmed them maybe 5 years ago. That's why they're so long now. They're past my butt. I've already done this side, and now I'm kind of just feeling out this side. I'll probably cut these a little shorter depending on how I see them in the mirror throughout the day. These ones I kind of look to see what's even with the other side. I do kind of like the Rachel from the Friends episodes, the old school haircut. But yeah, I just start marking them with rubber bands. Then I get super sharp razor blades. And then I just kind of start with one and see if I like the length. See where it starts on my scalp. This one is right here. And if I find another one from right there, it's probably going to be around this length. So I'll just take the razor blade, mark it out, don't think too much about it, start cutting and pulling a little bit, twisting it, turning around, seeing the markings. Yep. Careful not to cut yourself. Keep pulling as hard as I can, really, without hurting my hair and my scalp. This one's taking a long time. It's a thick one. Years of memories. Shedding years of memories. But sometimes you need a fresh start. Maybe you don't want to cut them completely off, but you want to feel a little lighter on the neck. I have a ton of neck problems. So for me, it's going to be so nice to get that relief from my neck. I've been putting it off for quite a while now just because you get attached to them. You can do cool designs. But been dealing with a ton of neck problems lately. I've been swimming a lot this summer, going into the river almost every day. And when your hair's wet like every single day, that shit really starts to weigh on your neck. So for me, I figured out one day to use the razor blades instead of scissors. And I might even like wet this part and burn off the ends a little bit on some of them if they look really weird or just super inorganic. I'll try to make small adjustments over the months. They're always gonna look funny at first, always. But I cut these at one time and they grow out of it. So for me, this is the best way to keep my locks for years and shed a little bit of old energy or whatever you want to call it. But it's not as daunting as shaving my head, or which if I want to get to that point, I'll probably go shorter and shorter and shorter until I feel like I want to cut them. So for now, this is what I recommend. Mark them out with rubber bands, get a pack of razor blades, and start sensibly marking them out depending on where they are on your scalp. And make sure your head's straight when you're marking them again, because if not, you'll end up with high bangs and a fucked up Rachel. Alright, good luck.